Week 5 about to be crazy. Bills Bengals starting off Sunday, October 8th, which is actually coincidentally one of my it's my birthday. Turning finally, can't wait for October 8th. But anyway, Bills Bengals. Bengals, their offense has sort of turned a corner after those first two games, playing a little bit better overall. But I got to go with the Bills here. LaShawn McCoy, that defense has been playing solid. The Bills pulled that huge upset on the Falcons, and I believe the Bengals won last week. I think it was an easy matchup for them. But, yeah, I got the Bills. I just think Tyrod Taylor is actually playing really, really well. I heard they're one of the top team in the NFL in terms of rushing or passing. But they're playing really, really well right now. Their defense is playing really, really well. And I like what Sean McDermott is doing right now in terms of keeping it simple and helping out the team in whatever way he needs to. So I see the Bills taking this one in an easy game for them. I think it'll be like a 2-touchdown game. It'll probably slip away from the Bengals in the second half. I just think the way the Bills are playing right now, beating the Falcons and Broncos, and I think they beat the Falcons on the road too. So craziness, taking down one of the unbeatens. Jets Browns. Why is this game? See, it's like they're both battling versus who's going to plank. And it's funny because the Jets haven't even been doing that properly lately. How? Come on, New York Jets, you need to plank. No winning. No, don't win the game. Plank means lose. We don't need you to beat freaking all these teams. You don't need to beat the Jags. You need to get Sam Darnold. So your team goes in a proper direction. Like east or west direction. Have some sort of direction. God, and the Browns, they're not winning this week. That Jets defense is super solid. I think Josh McCown is gonna keep that play up. This is the Browns. What? The Jets win this one. Let's move on. It's easy. 2-touchdown game. Defense. Panthers Lions. Cam Newton said something sexist about the reporter. I'm going to cover a lot of that later. But this is a big game for one of the wide receivers. I think it's Devin Funchess. So it's going to be a big game. Going to be a big game for them. I'm actually going to go with the Panthers. I was surprised with the way they picked it up last week against the Patriots on the road as well at Gillette Stadium. Only very few quarterbacks have done that. Cam Newton what a statement. He just went out to the NFL and said, I'm still here. So you might want to play defense on me. I mean, that was just absolutely great game for them, and I think they're going to continue that great play. I think Matthew Stafford's going to try and make a comeback here. I think what's going to happen is the Panthers are going to go up early. They're going to go up by at least 2 touchdowns, and then the Lions are going to sort of chip away in the fourth quarter. The Lions played somewhat of an ugly game last week, but they got an important division win for them at least. So, I don't see, personally, I just don't see the Lions winning this game because I think Cam Newton is too explosive. Defensively, they don't have the pieces they used to in Ndamukong Suh and Nick Fairley. They do have Darius Slay. He's a good cover man. But I don't really like the Lions defensively that much. They are good on defense. I don't think they can stop Cam. Cam is very talented. So the Panthers run away with this one, I feel like, in the fourth quarter. 2-touchdown game. It'll be close for a while, and then it'll be like one of those last-second touchdowns. So like last week, the KC touchdown will ruin the entire spread. 49ers Colts. I'm actually going to go with the 49ers here. I know Jacoby Brissett played kind of well against the Seahawks, and, the Colts are trying to keep themselves in it with a quarterback, but I think the 49ers, they've had a couple of close games not go their way too. So I just think the 49ers are finally going to hit the clock with this win. See, it's weird because some of the teams that don't need to plank are planking, and some of the teams that do need to plank are actually playing well. So it's like, wait, what? Right? So it's like, shouldn't the team that needs to plank? See, this is what's stupid right now. These teams are just not doing what they're supposed to in terms of getting the draft picks or doing what they need for the season. So it's hard to evaluate what everybody, other than the Browns, obviously, because they suck ass. No, don't get me started on the Browns, okay? Just don't. I think Brian Hoyer will toss a couple of touchdowns. I think it'll be a 1-touchdown game. It could even go to overtime, but I think the 49ers will win by 3 either way. last second field goal. I don't think David Akers is their kicker anymore. I don't know who it's Phil Dawson. Okay. So, no, Phil Dawson's on the Cardinals, I think. Okay, I'm not really sure who the kicker is, but whoever he is, you're winning them the game. Titans, Dolphins. I think Mariota will play in this game. It's always funny how Mariota and Derek Carr get injured in the same week. Like, it always happens, and it's so weird. People say Illuminati confirmed. Hold your horses. Hold those goddamn horses, because it's not the Illuminati. It's just a really, really weird coincidence. Anyway, getting back to the game, I think Mariota will play, and he'll toss a couple touchdowns. I do think the Titans' defense looks bad, but they'll get this one out. Jay Cutler's not looking too great. Looks like the $10 million man. Looks like he's finally cooling down, and it looks like Jay Cutler. They put up zeros back-to-back against the Saints? No, they put up 6 against the Jets. Okay. So respectively, they scored a touchdown. Oh my god! Good job! Oh my god, they scored a touchdown! Oh my god! Because they've sucked. They went 1-0, they beat the Chargers, and then what happened? Honestly, Jay Cutler experiment is over in Miami. Bench him. If he doesn't play well, bench him. I just don't think he has the balls because he's a $10 million man plus. No, sorry, not $10. I keep saying $10. $10 million man, and Adam Gase doesn't want to waste his money. So, poor Adam Gase, poor Dolphins. Titans get this one moved to 3-2. Chargers, Giants. So one of these is gonna win a game. This is like a Eli Phillip Rivers rematch, from their draft. It's too bad both teams are 0-4 and nobody gives a shit, and it's not gonna have any implications towards anything because they're both probably lottery teams at this point. Might as well start planking, I heard there's some nice quarterbacks in this draft too. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Giants plank and get freaking Lamar Jackson and start a rebuild. I mean, honestly, that would probably be their best bet right now. Eli Manning's not too great. If I could get Lamar Jackson could throw to Odell Beckham. Woo! Honestly, I'd take Deshaun Watson right now over Eli Manning. I know Deshaun Watson is just a rookie quarterback, but honestly, I'll take him. I'll take Mariota. There's so many better quarterbacks in the NFL than Eli Manning right now. Eli Manning in the playoffs, obviously, is unbeatable, but come on. They have to get to the playoffs first. Right? Come on. So anyway, getting back to who's going to win this game. They're both fourth quarter chokes, so it's kind of like a contradicting game, but I'm actually going to take the Chargers. I took them a lot before, and I was starting to lose a little bit of faith. But I think they somehow find a way to win this game. I know the Giants, D-line is this, D-line is that. But guess what? They're 0-4, so they suck. And guess what? They're 0-4 too, so it's like a matchup of sucky teams that no one's going to watch anyway. That's why they had to move it to KCAL. Chargers get this one in a close game. I think Young Hoku finally makes that kick he needs. Cardinals, Eagles. Cardinals have a good D-line. Patrick Peterson, he always shows up to play. Good player, very competitive, very, how do you say? He brings a physicality. Tyrann Mathieu brings a physicality. But I think these two teams played a couple years ago. I think the difference was David Johnson. I think the difference is going to really show here. I know Carson Palmer's getting older, and he's been throwing a lot of picks this year. Aaron Blunt now, we have a lot of more weapons. Carson Wentz is getting better. I want to say the Cardinals will win this game, but I have a gut feeling that the Eagles are going to get this one. And here's my reasoning, okay? I'm not a biased Eagles fan. If I see a loss, like Kansas City game, if I see a loss, I'll tell you the Eagles are going to lose. But this one, I don't see it happening because the Eagles, right now, their roster offensively is a little more superior. And defensively, if Fletcher Cox is able to play, I know Ronald Darby will be out for a couple of weeks or a little bit longer. But if we can keep the current roster, and we can just, we can play this game by getting Fletcher Cox back. So now they're forced to throw because they can't run with Chris Johnson. Our run defense is really, really well with a lot of linebackers. So they have to throw to Fitzgerald. I do think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to go to the fourth quarter. I think the Eagles are really going to struggle with the Cardinals early on because I feel like that defense is really going to give Carson Wentz some problems. They haven't played them yet since they got Carson Wentz. But I think the Eagles get this in the fourth quarter. I don't think it's going to be domination like the Chargers game. The Cardinals almost lost to the Colts, so I'm not really going off that game. But I'm saying the Cardinals' performances haven't been really great lately. So I give it to the Eagles in the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be a late LeGarrette. I think LeGarrette Blount is going to be the difference. I think he's going to run all over the Cardinals because they're not going to be able to throw with Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu. So I think that helps them, and I think they get it done. I think I can just see, like, you know what I mean. I can just see, like, you know, them getting it done. So Eagles by 3. Jaguars, Steelers. Jaguars coming off that tough loss against the Jets in overtime. They blew that game. They blew the whole thing. I don't have much faith in the Jaguars. I had very little to begin with, and now I don't have any. So I had faith in their defense. I just never had faith in the Bortles, and they proved why. 2-2. So yeah, I think I'm putting the Steelers in this game. I think Antonio Brown is going to have a field day on those cornerbacks. Some of them are still young, so I think Antonio Brown, Taves Bryant, going to have a field day. I think Ben Roethlisberger will throw for at least 3 touchdowns in this game. I think it'll be an easy win for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think they'll have to really sweat it out. They shouldn't have to sweat it out. This is one of those easy win games for them. They got to win this easily. Like, this is sad, man. You know what I mean? It's like, when you look at it in a perspective, you're like, oh, hey, look, you know? But then it's like, no, it's not like that. It's different because they suck. So, Steelers get this game. It's going to be a breakout game for Antonio Brown and co. Going to probably be a 2-touchdown game. Probably going to be a blowout from the beginning itself. Ravens, Raiders is coming in at the first 1 o'clock game. This is going to be boring because E.J. Manuel is going to be playing, and I think he's going to play like shit. I watched him play. I know the Broncos defense is good, so I'll give the Broncos defense some credit. Good job, guys. You guys play really, really well. But I just think the Ravens are better. Joe Flacco. They have a solid. Alex Collins is a solid running back, and I just don't think without Derek Carr that the Raiders can sustain offensively. AJ Manuel's good. Matt McGloin. Like I was talking to someone, they said they'd rather have the third stringer than the freaking second stringer because EJ he's still kind of like a rookie kid. You know, he didn't play well with Buffalo. They got rid of him. So maybe sign Kaepernick. I would love if they signed Kaepernick. You know what I mean? When Kaepernick got passed up a job opportunity with the Titans, I'm gonna cover that a little bit later as well. But I just think someone needs to sign Kaepernick with all this quarterbacks getting injured, you know? I just think it's the right time. Like, take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's time. Sign him. Just because of his stance, man. It's crazy. Now everyone's kneeling, too. Seahawks, Rams at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Heard Todd Gurley's begging fans now to come to the games. Nobody wanted an LA team. That's the problem. Nobody wanted the team in LA. So when they brought the team to LA, people didn't really give a shit. And people still don't give a shit. And that's fair. I like that. So I like the consistent approach here by the LA people. I'm picking the Rams in this game, not because they're a big one in Dallas, but if you always see over the years, the Rams always get the big wins over the Seahawks, and the Rams offensively they're a little bit better this year with Jared Goff, Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley is very, very young. Now, that Seahawks defense is a little intimidating, obviously. But I just think the Rams, that they passed a lot of huge hurdles, and I just think the Rams are playing really well and competitive. So I think Sean McVay is going to win his first signature division win this game is going to be. So because the Seahawks have been playing really, really well. I mean, the Rams have been playing really well, getting huge wins, and I just think this could be the Rams' breakout year if they win this game. But I just think with it being at home, the Seahawks having road troubles, their defense with Aaron Donald being good, Russell Wilson's ability to not really see that much in the pocket, I just think it all leads to the Rams finally winning the game. So I do think all these factors will determine it. I think the Rams' defense is going to be the hero of the game. I think they're going to play really, really well. I don't know about Jared Goff. I don't think he's going to do much. But, yeah, I see the Rams winning this game. I think Tavon Austin's going to I think special teams has always been a huge key of this game. So Tavon Austin's going to play well, and Todd Gurley's going to play well, and Jared Goff in the defense, and they're all going to collectively play well, and they're going to probably win by a touchdown or a field goal. But they're for sure winning. Packers-Cowboys, rematch of last year's game in the playoffs where the Packers went on an early lead and then Dak Prescott caught up, but Aaron Rodgers had a magnificent pass to Jared Cook for the game winner. So I'm gonna go with the Packers in this one. I think the Cowboys are reeling. Did the Cowboys lose last week? No, last week I'm pretty sure they played the Cardinals. No, I don't think the Cowboys lost last week. I'm not for sure if the Cowboys lost last week, but they are 2-2, and I think for the Cowboys, they're a good team, but defensively they're just not unable to hold it up right now, and I think that's why I picked the Packers. I think the Packers are a better team. See, for me personally, I just think Aaron Rodgers is just one of the GOATs. So for me to pick against the Packers, I don't see it happening. But I will pick against the Packers if I think the Packers will lose. I don't think the Packers are going to lose this game. I think the Packers, it's going to be an offensive shootout like it was in the playoffs. I think it's going to be almost as crazy. I think it's going to be great. Too bad it's going to be Troy Aikman and Joe Buck calling this game. Why couldn't they have put Tony Romo and Fox? See, because now I got to hear Joe Buck and Troy Aikman sucking that cowboy dick. You feel me? Like, don't suck that cowboy dick. Like, just do what you do. Your job is to be an announcer. Do your fucking job properly. I don't want to hear stupid bias from you. Nobody wants to, okay? So, yeah, I think the Packers win this one. Another thriller in Arlington. I think it's going to be probably a one-touchdown game. Probably Aaron Rodgers to Jordy Nelson connection at the end of the fourth quarter or towards the end. And I think that's going to seal it. I think the Packer defense is finally going to get a stop. And that's just going to be that. So, Chiefs-Texans. Game is, I feel like it's going to be one for the ages on Sunday Night Football. Here's the thing. You got Kareem Hunt versus Deshaun Watson. Two potential Rookie of the Years. Okay? This is going to be great football to watch on Sunday Night Football. Here's the thing. The Texans' defense is really good. The Chiefs' defense is really good. The Chiefs' offense is really good. The Texans' offense is going to be really good. Here's who I'm picking, though. I am going to take the Houston Texans. Yes, they were close against the Patriots in Gillette. They dominated the Titans last week. They've been playing well ever since Deshaun Watson came in. And they're going to continue the hot streak and take it. And they're playing at home, too. J.J. Watt, the Kansas City Chiefs were so close to losing last week. But that dropped touchdown pass. This week, they're going to get it done. This week, they're going to lose. The final unbeaten will go down. You heard it here first. They're going down this week. It's going to be one hell of a game. I think it's going to go to the fourth quarter. Like I said, I think Kareem Hunt is going to get stopped in this game. People are underestimating this Texans defense. This Texans defense is extremely good. And I think they're going to shut down Kareem Hunt, shut down Alex Smith. Some of the passing lanes will still be open, obviously. I think Tyreek Hill will get a huge punt return, kick return for a touchdown. I think this game will go into the fourth quarter. I think it'll be relatively close. It'll be a defensive battle. I think it'll be like 21-17 Texans or 24-21 Texans. I don't see this game being a big blowout. I think it's going to be very, very close. Both teams are extremely competitive, and both teams will fight to the core. I cannot wait for this game. This game is going to be amazing. I just think the Texans are going to win, and those are my final thoughts on that. Vikings-Bears on Monday Night Football. I'm picking the Vikings on this one. Case Keenum has proven to play well. I think Dalvin Cook is out. Their offense is very explosive offense. It's too bad they're not healthy, right? Or else that'd be amazing if they were healthy, right? They got everybody, they get it done, but no one's really healthy. Vikings-Bears, that's not even a relevant game, so I don't give a shit. Vikings win. That's all I want to talk about that. Case Keenum will throw some touchdowns, a blowout. So since I keep missing the Thursday night picks, and I missed this week's Buccaneers-Patriots as well, and by the time I upload this video, that pick will be gone. So I'm just going to do next Thursday's pick in advance for Week 6. Week 6 bonus pick of the week. Eagles-Panthers. I'm going to pick the Panthers in this one. I know the Eagles, they probably will not lose the tough game to the Cardinals, but I think they will off a short week, lose to the Panthers. Cam Newton, I said, is very, very multi-dimensional, very, very good. And I think Cam Newton is going to throw for a couple touchdown passes in this game. I like Cam Newton as a quarterback, like the way he reads everything, the way he plays well, the way his style. I'm not a huge fan of his stuff that's been happening lately. But I like the way he quarterbacks. I like the way he does stuff. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Cam Newton. I think that Eagles' pass defense is really, really weak. So I'm not going to give the Eagles the nod on this game. I think the Panthers are really, really good in terms of realizing their potential. And this is one of those games where I think they're going to break out. And they're going to play really, really well. So I'm picking the Carolina Panthers for the Thursday Night Football game of Week 6. Just to get that in advance and get that out of the way. And yeah, I think the Panthers are going to win. Going to be a fourth quarter game. I think it's going to go down to a Graham Gano field goal like they did at Gillette. Going to be very close, but I think the Eagles are going to lose this one in a heartbreaker. So yeah, Week 5 is going to be good, and I think that Week 6 Kickstarter game with the Eagles and the Panthers is going to be really good. I've seen the schedule Week 5. Sunday Night Football is good. Some of the middle games are good. So, I think it's going to be a good week, solid week of games, so I can't wait. Excited like usual. Football is back, baby.